Welcome back to Speargrass Forge. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you're coming back, thanks for returning. Today, I'm going to attempt to make a chef's knife. Stick around.
Hoist the sail and raise the anchor, the sun is getting high. Australia, destination, the land of sun and sky.
Okay, so here's the rough shape and everything and measurements of what I want to do. So the actual total blade length will be 34 centimeters or 13 inches and 25/64. The blade length itself will be 20 centimeters or 7 7/8, just under 8 inches. Width 50 millimeters, 2 inches. And the thickness at the tip will be about 2 millimeters, and at the ricasso area will be about 4 millimeters or 5/64 and 5/16 respectively. So my starting stock is going to be a piece of leaf spring. This is my first one ever, so I don't want to ruin some good steel. So this is 6 by 50 mil or 1/4 by 2 inch. So this is what I'm going to start off with. So I'm going to throw this in the fire. It's roughly the right thickness, so basically it's going to be lengthening it out, thinning it out, getting the point on it, and drawing out the handle. So basically this is what I'm going to start off with, and we'll get into it. So stick around and stick around for the process. I'll see you shortly. This tang so I can thin it out a bit because it's a bit thick at the moment. Give me a bit longer of a tang because I've brought that bar down to the size I want it now, width wise. I just got to bring the length out and thin it out a bit. What I'm doing here is just at the back of my anvil I have a 30 mil or just over an inch marked for that's the widest part of the tang on the drawing. So it's a little bit wider than the widest part of the tang. So that way I can keep an eye on the width. I'll have to draw it out a little bit more because it's still a bit short on the handle, but it's still got plenty of thickness in there. So for now, I'm just going to flip it over and start working on the blade, drawing that out because that's still very thick. Well, seems as though this is just a touch longer. That's okay. Let this cool down, and then we'll get into the grinding and shaping. Going to take this heel off. This is a nice sweep curve. We're going to take this knob off the top here. Take off this little bit of a heel here, and then move it over. That's pretty good. Maybe a little bit thin, but that's actually not too bad, because that's actually a little bit wider than what I wanted to begin with, so that's alright. So, as rough forge, we can do the shaping. Let that cool down, and I'll be back when it's time to shape and grind. Alrighty, so now it's cooled down. I've just drawn a couple of lines on here to give it a little bit better shape, so that the tip's a bit better shaped and the cutting edge is a bit better shaped. I've also taken out this heel a bit because the shape of the knife determines, you know, that's got to be taken out. Now it's a little bit heavy at the moment because it's still got a lot of steel in it. I've still got to do a lot of grinding. And take out all this stuff, all the scale, and thin it down a bit. But I left it a little bit thicker so I could do that. Now I've just done some draw filing on the edge here to just even it up. But of course this bit's got to be ground out anyway. So I'm going to whack this in the vise, get out my angle grinder, and just start moving away at all this extra material. And then I'll start working on the flaps and thin it down a bit and getting it nice and pretty. So stick around and watch me do a bit of grinding, and I'll see you shortly. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click the bell icon for notifications of when I upload, usually on the week. Don't forget to check out my Spreadshirt and print bar stores, links in the description. And I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.